I'm gonna love you.
Yo, what is up, YouTube? I'm back once again, and today I'm pretty much trying a different kind of video. You know how I've been like kind of jumping around between different games. If you're a subscriber who watches all my videos, well, today we're doing Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon specifically. And if you don't know what that game is, I recommend that you watch a couple videos on it, something like that, get some background knowledge, etc. And today, more specifically, I'm going to be talking about the Pokemon community. Now, if you're a new viewer, you have 100% knowledge of what I'm doing, because that's the only reason you click on my video. And so today I want to kind of talk about everything with the Pokemon community and pretty much how to fix it, more or less. And so today also you're going to be seeing my hands, hashtag hand reveal. And while I'm doing like some sort of, I'm just going to be playing live, like just doing random stuff, like kind of grinding money. I'll probably do a tutorial on this on another time, maybe next week. I'll do a tutorial on this. If you want that, subscribe to the channel already. And so today we are pretty much going to be talking about like the whole YouTube Pokemon community, the whole Twitch Pokemon community, and then everything else in between and how to fix everything. Now, personally, I just want to say this. I think the Twitch community is actually going really strong right now, and there really isn't a problem with that. I think the main problem is the YouTube community, and it's because of a couple reasons. Now, there's some people who are currently thriving that community, including Austin John Plays and stuff, but there are other people who are like pretty much deserve the hate, and they're kind of going to be the people I'm going to talk about today. And so, obviously, if you already know anything about the Pokemon community, if you watch any YouTuber, you've heard the name Verlisify, or maybe even watch his videos. And probably I'm going to get like a bunch of 5-year-olds saying, oh my god, Verlisify is the best YouTuber ever. But honestly, he kind of does a lot of stuff that really gets on my nerves. Okay, so for starters, let's just straight up talk about like Pokemon, and then I'll kind of go into other things that he really annoys me with, because he just talks about a lot of random stuff on Twitter, and on YouTube he just kind of spreads a bunch of hate on Pokemon, okay, and hacking and stuff. But okay, then I'll pretty much talk about hacking first. I'll explain what it really is, and then I'll explain why Verlisify is really he's making a big deal about everything, every little problem that really doesn't make sense. Alright guys, so Verlisify, the main thing with him is that he's completely anti-hacking. Okay, I get that. You can be anti-hacking for Pokemon. Alright, chill. I don't give a damn. You can do whatever you want. But the problem is that he has to be anti-hacking, and then he has to be no, I'm not going to curse, because I don't want this video to kind of get blocked by YouTube, because, you know, I can almost make money soon, so I don't want this video to get cursed. But he's being complete, I guess jerk is a good word, to everybody in the Pokemon community, based on hacking, and he's saying that people are stealing his content, when honestly they're not. They're actually making they're like making a similar tutorial to his content, but making it like 100 times better. And then he's pretty much hating on, everything that has nothing to do with Pokemon. For example, Bitcoin, he's making like, just chill. Okay, Bitcoin's growing big right now. Whatever. If you think it's gonna fall, you don't have to make like a big deal about it. Just chill out with everything. Now, let's start off with hacking. Now, hacking has been a huge problem with the Pokemon community, and I'm gonna quickly display my views on hacking, and what Verlisify's views are on hacking, and why he's completely anti them, and why I'm like, meh. Okay, hacking's there. Deal with it. Okay. And then hacking pretty much is like just modding your 3DS game to get free Pokemon, unlimited items, unlimited money, etc., etc. And the main problem with hacking is pretty much the fact that that it pretty much ruins the game for everybody. Like, there are a bunch of people who hack their Pokemon in, and then they have like shiny, 6 IV, perfect moves, perfect IV, EVs, and everything they need, like, immediately just by putting it in, taking like 5 minutes of their time, and then they can kind of grind online stuff. So that's really the main problem with hacking, that they get to, like, you play a bunch of people who have good Pokemon without even trying and working the game, and then they pretty much just, they don't even stomp on you, but their Pokemon look really nice. Now, this is more of an aesthetic and time thing that hacking really makes different. It really doesn't change somebody's skill, because they could be playing Pokemon for 2 weeks, but they have like the most coolest Pokemon ever. And then you can play somebody who's using like normal Pokemon, like IV trained, EV trained, etc., etc. And those Pokemon are pretty much going to be, they're pretty much just going to be like their normal setup, like normal Pokemon that you'll fight against. Well, I mean, obviously they're powered up, but you know, but the whole thing is that when you play a hacker, now, then you're like, oh my god, Pokemon are so cool, but you could destroy them with your normal Pokemon. It doesn't make a difference in skill. That's the thing with hacking, because you could be playing Pokemon for 2 years and the hacker 2 weeks, and they're like, you outskill them, destroy them, blah blah blah, etc., etc. Now, that's the main thing I think that I tolerate hacking, and why Verlisify kind of doesn't, because he kind of thinks that, oh yeah, like if they hack, then they get all these stuff automatically, and they're so. Then they do everything. And then he always has to make a huge deal about somebody playing a hacker and beating them. I mean, a hacker could play Pokemon for like a day and just had a bunch of good Pokemon. Nobody cares if he's hacking. It doesn't mean skill. You don't have to make a big deal about somebody hacking. Alright? And then now the whole problem is that apart from hacking, we have Verlisify, who has to make a big deal about hacking, how there's hacking released, and that's how like I feel like a bunch of people find out about it, just by him saying how it got released or the game got early and released. He has to make a huge deal about it. And also he has this whole problem where he's like saying that, oh my god, there shouldn't be any hacking. I kind of agree on that part, and the whole fact that hacking is pretty much the reason why Pokemon games die really quickly, because everybody gets like a bunch of good Pokemon, do online, get bored of the game, done. But it kind of, I'll be honest, Verlisify kind of killed Pokemon also, because if you had Pokemon Sun or Moon and a bank, then you could have pretty much transferred your Pokemon immediately to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and you could have had the most god tier Pokemon ever and just sweep the game in like 10 minutes. And, well, he beat it in under 10 hours, which just goes to show. So, like, pretty much hacking, if you can do that, you could just, might as well just hack the game, because then you would just beat everything like the way he does, and it's kind of still unfair to everybody who plays it. So, honestly, I don't think that it should be pretty much allowed to even send the bank. That's why I love Pokemon Sun and Moon, how it took a while for you to send Pokemon, and even to hack it took like a couple of weeks, so it's not like it got immediately screwed up with. But the main problem with hacking is that Verlisify, obviously, I've said he makes a big deal about it, but then he attacks other people. Like, okay, if somebody hacks, they can hack themselves, but you can't keep attacking them. And, like, let's say Pimp Knight. Like, Pimp Knight, he does a bunch of legit Pokemon. He gets them legit and stuff. But he does, like, a couple, okay, sketchy things that you don't know about. And so every time there's, like, a kind of leak on it, okay, PDS, but Verlisify has to make the biggest deal ever about everything. It's whatever, he's hacking, oh my god, not the end of the world. And so like it's just you gotta chill. And then he also attacks other YouTubers like Hoodlumscraft. His channel, Hoodlumscraft, I love his content, but his content pretty much is around hacking. Alright, he's got hack mons. He's got a current series called Black and White. Is it 2? Okay, but it's Hackmon's Egglock, and his FFAs, his free-for-alls, they pretty much have hacked Pokemon, him and his friends, his British friends, and I have no friends, I'm sad now, but the problem is that why am I talking about the problem, but let's keep talking about I don't know why I'm getting off track, because I'm playing Pokemon, that's why, and, so oh my god, Scrafty's hacks like a bunch of things. He also has his Hackmon free-for-alls. He's got a bunch of things. He's got his Roulette free-for-alls where they hack in Pokemon. You know, it's not a big deal. Like, they hack in their Pokemon. You gotta chill. But but it's made such a big deal about how he hacks his Pokemon. Okay, he hacks it. Deal with it. It's not like it's gonna kill Pokemon. He just shows off some cool sets and stuff. And then the whole GBA is really competitive because they hack in their Pokemon, allowing them to really test it out, do different strategies, figure out what they want to do. And so hacking pretty much is really good in that perspective. Now, Verlisify had a really good point in this, that the Pokemon community should make a game like kind of like Pokemon Stadium, where you can pretty much generate your own Pokemon in there, like kind of like Pokemon Showdown, as I'm hopefully showing screenshots, hopefully editing this. And so I like Pokemon Stadium. He had a really good point in saying that they should have a battle simulator where you pretty much generate your own Pokemon, the exact IVs, EVs, moveset, which Pokemon it is, what item, etc. You know what I mean? Everything for competitive play, as that's probably a big reason why you're in the Pokemon community, why you know things about it, because of competitive. And pretty much the whole problem is that he needs to fix that community. The Pokemon community need to add something like that, which would make their games last longer, because everybody will be pretty much on an even playing field with generating their Pokemon. And then if they have Pokemon if they have whatever next Pokemon game they're having on the Switch, and they have a stadium game coming out several months afterwards, and then that would make everything come out really nicely. And I agree on his point on that. He had a really good video on that. I recommend you go check it out. But the thing is, for every amazing video he has on that, he talks about some speculation stuff that are really cool. He also has to make a big deal about how you don't hack and stuff. When, let's be honest, he pretty much went to every leak possible. I'm pretty sure he saw the entire game being leaked early, and just made a big deal about hacking and stuff. And now it's not only hacking that he has to really be a pain in the butt about. He pretty much I don't know how to explain. Okay, so let's take Austin John Plays as, I'm just going to start talking about an example before I explain it, because I guess it'll help you guys understand it better. And so Austin John Plays is a really good YouTuber. He does a lot of Zelda Breath of the Wild. He does Pokemon, especially Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, as that just came out. And he has a lot of guides. Now, his guides are, in my opinion, way better than Verlisify, even though Verlisify has them really earlier. But Austin John Plays not only explains to you how to do something, but he shows you him doing it. So him doing this allows different people to really understand it better. Instead of Verlisify just going on Cerebi, then just searching up a couple things. Oh yeah, these are all the stats for everything. Okay, cool. I'm not making anything original. I'm just taking things off of Cerebi. The end. That's pretty much Verlisify how he does all of his videos. He just talks about something, shows not even video, he just shows some text on Cerebi saying something, and then he does it somewhat. He doesn't even go all the way there. Like, for legendary Pokemon, there was a guy that Verlisify had, got 1 million views or so on that video, but the whole thing was that he didn't really show how to get all the legendaries. He didn't really show replays of himself getting it. Now Austin John Plays, so he did a whole video on how to do all the legendary thing. This is like 2 weeks after Verlisify's guide, and then he pretty much shows you how to do it, shows you which wormholes do which. He shows you him catching them himself. He shows you even him catching a shiny Giratina, which, lucky you, I'm jelly, and he caught with a quick ball, and he explained the stats with quick balls on legendaries, and he was pretty much like explaining everything, which was really nice. And the whole thing is that Verlisify has to go and hate on him immediately after that. Oh my god, you're copying off me. That's my content. I got 1 million views, so you're going to do the exact same thing. No. Oh my god, I'm getting these names confused. Austin John Plays, he made a guide for everything. And if you want to go in depth about stealing content, technically Austin John had the first Pokemon content. So if you go by that, then he would technically own the entire Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon game, and nobody can post any videos on him. But no, that's not how it works. So you gotta chill out with all those things. Like, it's these little things that he makes the biggest deal about that get him in so much trouble. And it's really annoys me. Like, Verlisify, you gotta chill with it. Don't, even if somebody does something, okay, if they copy your exact video, word for word, or do nearly the exact same thing as you, copy the exact same pattern as you, okay, I get it. But he didn't even do that. He did everything himself, and he made a guide way better than you. So you know what? You just gotta focus on yourself instead of other people. And also, when it comes to Bitcoin, everybody's making a big deal about Bitcoin, how amazing it is. But the whole thing is that Bitcoin is really meant to be more of a cryptocurrency. The reason it's rising in worth is just because suddenly everybody discovered that it's kind of like a stock market, but it really isn't. And despite the fact that it's not, and Verlisify understands that, Verlisify, I'm pretty sure he's done some stocks himself, and I think he kind of can predict what's gonna happen to Bitcoin. You have to be a complete a-hole about it. Like, just say, oh, my thoughts on Bitcoin are that it's probably gonna fall in like a couple years, this, that, and the other. Okay, then, but that's really it. It might, I mean, it might not, but he just drags himself into so much hate, and it's like completely insane. One of his, I remember when Sun Moon really came out originally, one of his buddies, what's their faces? One of their buddies, oh, come on, what's his name? Yo, the PokeTuber I'm adding on this video. Come on. Okay, I'll remember it later. It's A-Drive, another guy. So he made a video with A-Drive. Philly Beats You, yeah, Philly Beats You. Yo, he's my boy. Yo, I love his videos. But even though he posts like once every like half a year, something like that. But Philly Beats You, he's got a lot of good like theoretical videos and like talking about different things and theories. And so Verlisify had a video with him, and obviously they're kind of friends. But obviously, Verlisify has to kind of go out and find some way to get Philly Beats You to get pissed at him. And the whole thing is that, so after Philly Beats You gets pissed at him, like, he has to find a way to get Philly Beats You pissed. Okay, I need to chill. Okay, so at this point of the game, like, Pokemon is pretty popular, but Verlisify is doing all this hate thing, and even Philly Beats You, he's making fun of Verlisify just because of all the dumb things that he does. Like, honestly, you gotta chill out with life. And because if so, he's just gonna get himself in more trouble. And it really doesn't make sense why he should. And, you know, Philly Beats You, you kind of make fun of him now, just like Hoodlum Scrafty and just about everybody in the Pokemon community, just because Verlisify pretty much asks for it. Like, he's doing whatever he can so that nobody really likes him. And it's kind of sad, in my opinion, how he can just be he could do all these good things and be so helpful, but he just ends up being like a complete crappy person to everybody. And it's really frustrating for me. I mean, he could be such a great person, but like, he kind of is missing out on it. And so, I guess that's pretty much it with the Pokemon community, what it is. And I think the way to fix it is two options. Either kick out Verlisify, like, because I want to talk back to one more thing on Verlisify. When the Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon came out, he pretty much made this whole big deal about how he didn't get the game early, but Austin John and a couple other guys got it early, and how he's a real Pokemon YouTuber, and Austin John really isn't, and all those kind of shots fired things. But honestly, I don't think Verlisify should deserve it, because he says that like, he should deserve the game, but all he looks at is just looking at leaks and all these different things, and how predicting what is going to happen in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, all that jazz, you know, all those things. But really, I think he kind of deserved not to get it, because it really does show him that he's not exactly the most deserving of people to get it. And so I think he should continue, he should just try and chill. He should continue his really good videos, like, again, like I said, the Mouse Simulator video and stuff like that. I think he should continue doing those type. But the whole videos on how to do different guides with Pokemon, like, I think he should continue to I think he should also do more guides and stuff. But his entire hate videos, like how Pokemon community messed up on this, that, and the other, it honestly doesn't matter if they mess up. You can kind of report it as news, but you have to be like, oh my god, they suck, blah, blah, blah. Because that's your entire video, how they suck, how they got everything wrong, and how they are, like, the worst people ever, even though your entire YouTube channel is around them. So you gotta chill out, because you're gonna completely screw yourself up. And honestly, again, okay, now I'm going to really talk about what is pretty much how to fix the community, I guess, as I was trying to say. I mean, there's two options. Pretty much A, kick out Verlisify, which would be like, you can just copyright every one of his videos to Pokemon and be like, screw you, the end of the end by Verlisify. I mean, that's one of the options that I think would work out. I mean, pretty much the other option would be to just straight up Verlisify. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Okay, but Verlisify, if you're watching this, because I'm hoping you really will. That's my only goal. This is teach Verlisify a lesson, really, of this video. But I think he should keep doing his entire nice videos. His Fan Fridays are really nice, and how this guy swept this team, etc., etc. I love those videos. They're really good. But he needs to chill out on all his hate videos and how, oh my god, this guy was caught cheating, or oh my god, I beat a hacker, or this guy beat a hacker, XXX, or because the whole thing is that he anyways looks for glitches in the game. In Sun and Moon, he found this glitch where during New Year's, it reset. It kind of, if you change the time to right before New Year's and right after, it kind of glitches out the game, where it pretty much sends you over to it pretty much sends you to for the Pokepelago, it pretty much just skips everything for you. But for Verlisify, he found this whole way by it, and that's like his next like 5 live stream. That's the rest of his live streams pretty much. A Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, just him using that to get competitive Pokemon, etc., etc. Which honestly aren't, like, you're pretty much showing a glitch to everybody. Why should the Pokemon community trust you and stuff? And so, even though it's a glitch, but you have to make such a big deal about it and make sure everybody knows about it. Or if you're playing a hacker, how everybody should play, how everybody should, like, oh yeah, see this, hackers suck and stuff like that. Just chill. Everybody knows that either a hacker sucks or that he just, you know, it doesn't really matter at this point. But the whole thing is that he should pretty much just chill out on everything. Literally on everything. He needs to just chill, because it's pretty much just the problem with it. And so, I mean, if you post like news, like, okay, he might be cheating, might be not, even, or if you kind of posted like someone oh, okay, someone beats a full team of shinies, might be hacker. I mean, obviously that's not gonna get as many views, you know, but okay, I can kind of see the hacker one now, how, oh god, beats a hacker, but it's kind of like sad how, like, oh god, it's a hacker in video, because a lot of times it can be, somebody can get the shinies legit 6 IV, perfect, exact nature, and pretty easily, and then just grind it up in like an hour, just all the levels, the moves, the item through Mantine Surf, etc. And so it's pretty easy just using the Masuda method with Magikarps, and then swapping with another Pokemon. But the whole thing is that you gotta really chill on everything, because honestly, they might be hacking. You don't know if they're hacking, especially later in the game. Especially like after like 2-3 months of Pokemon, I don't think there are gonna be really that many hackers left, unless they're going for competitive, like, professional play. Which honestly, how many of those do you see? Not that many. You don't really see that many. We've got, what's his name? He was like the world professional of Pokemon 1 year. That was it. Wolfie Glick. But that was it. That was like the only person who's probably hacking. You still don't have evidence that he's hacking. He's probably hacking. Not 100%, probably. And the whole thing is that hacking is especially useful for professionals that are trying to get it far, because it gives them a lot more. But anyways, if they're hacking shiny Pokemon, it anyways ruins the entire fun of Pokemon. Just discovering that you can find those Pokemon and get them legit. And just when you finally catch a shiny Pokemon, it's like the greatest feeling in the world. Like, I caught like 6 of them in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon so far, because of the whole wormhole method. And it is the best feeling in the world. They're pretty much robbing themselves of that feeling if they're hacking. And if they're legit playing, then they're pretty much like just enjoying themselves. And it's the best feeling in the world, just using your shiny Pokemon that you work so hard on. So you gotta chill, because some of those people actually worked really hard on it and they feel really proud, and then you're just pretty much stomping on their entire reputation. Just like in Taylor Swift terms. Yo, Taylor Swift, give me views. Okay, but pretty much you're stomping on their reputation and their whole thoughts of themselves, and it's kind of rude. You don't know how hard they worked on it. So that's why that kind of brings us to like the whole Twitch community, which is kind of diverse on hacking. I mean, most people Twitch, there's literally only one person who Twitch streams and hacks, which is AOS Love, who just hacks Pokemon and just gives it to other people for free, who just wonder trades them and be like, yo, if you get this, congrats. If not, we'll still keep trying. That's pretty much all of his views. And so a lot of people are trying to get it. But based on the amount of views he has, or the amount of people that don't hack but want to hack but don't know how to hack and are pretty much unskillful and everything. And those are pretty much going to be the players who are not going to be professional in Pokemon. Why would they if they just trying to hack the entire time? all their they're trying to get hacked Pokemon, which they're not even guaranteed to get. So honestly, those are probably the worst players at Pokemon. So honestly, AOS Love, like, you really shouldn't make a big deal about him, because his viewers are all kids who are just who really want stuff, but they're probably not gonna get it. Now that brings us to, like, other PokeTubers who grind on stream. This is A Drive, Books and Games. Who else? I think Game Boy Luke does some things. So does Duncan Neek. No, I don't think he does. But some people, like, they legit try to shiny hunt and do. I think Patters also does, like, shiny hunting and stuff on stream. But I know for a fact Patters can hack. That has nothing to do with it. But pretty much, like, the whole shiny hunting is just mainly to help. Is mainly just for views. Like, you're pretty much. The whole thing is that you're pretty much playing with your viewers. They're watching you while you're both shiny hunting at the same time. And when you guys shiny hunt, it's like feels so good, because you're both working on the same thing. And then if they get it and you get a shiny, also you talk to them, oh, yo, I got a shiny, yay, oh my god, it feels so good, and I had so much fun listening to your stream, blah blah blah, here, free bits, etc etc. Now, the whole thing is that that's what their whole channel is based on. This goes especially for A Drive, who streams like 5 hours of Pokemon a day, just shiny hunting, or competitive shiny hunting, or just competitive Pokemon grinding by itself. And so him doing that pretty much is like a really good show that it's especially the Twitch streamers who are like the really good people of the community, because they're the ones who are more likely to not hack. This also goes for, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Books and Games also. I love him. He does this whole thing where he kind of grinds Pokemon during Mondays, and then Tuesdays he does like different things, and like he slowly sets up an entire team until Friday where there's tournaments with his viewers. And so it's like really nice how he does all this stuff for his viewers, which is like way better than what other people are pretty much doing, unlike Verlisify, who's just grinding Pokemon, but like pretty much glitch grinding them, so it's not even that fun. So it's kind of lame what Verlisify does, which just goes to show that really it doesn't matter that much what they're doing. That's why they have way more views. That's why the Twitch community is so much better than the whole Pokemon community, and it's especially because of like these people, aka Verlisify, who is pretty much the main point of this video, and how they spread all these hate and stuff. And so, the whole Twitch community, they're pretty much like, okay, if you hack your Pokemon, you did that just to kind of screw yourself over. Sorry. But, I mean, you're pretty much robbing yourself of that feeling of when you hack. So, you know, I prefer to play legit, and so, because then you get all your Pokemon legit. That's pretty much the Twitch community. Because then that's how they get all their viewers, because they interact while we're doing things, while their viewers are doing things while also interacting with the streamers, which is the entire fun of everything in Pokemon. That's what Pokemon should be, which is why Twitch streamers especially, they have like the biggest viewers, and which is really different to Pokemon, which is Verlisify, aka Verlisify. So honestly though, I think that the whole community really needs kind of some fixing, especially the Pokemon community. The Twitch community, I actually love it. I'd actually start streaming Pokemon if you guys really want me to. And I'll show you what this method was that I was just doing right now. I mean, it was kind of like, I didn't really do that much. I was pretty much just playing while talking, so it wasn't exactly the best representation. But, so it's pretty much just that the whole Twitch community is really good. And the Pokemon community, it depends on what. If it's like a gameplay, if you're like showing gameplay, then those generally get good results. Not as much. Holmes Crafty starting, obviously, the Hackmon's Egg Lock. Well, he's been doing it, actually. It's like 4 episodes in or something. And those are really getting a lot of views because they allow different people to see different things of Pokemon, not the exact same thing again and again. Which is why, like, interacting with the streamers is such a big deal, because they're actually doing something with somebody. And it makes them feel so much better about it. And so, in general, I think that the whole YouTuber community should kind of like chill out with everything. Like, okay, you're making a big deal about everything, but you know what? It doesn't matter. You just gotta relax. You and Verlisify especially, and everybody else, sure, just do whatever you want. # face review, and you know, it's just Verlisify kind of complains how the Pokemon community is dying because, and really it is, and I think it's quite thriving for streamers, just because of the fact that the whole interaction gives like an entire different thing for everybody else. And then Verlisify is kind of like just complaining. So I think it's more specifically dying on him, and that he should really chill out because he's pretty much the cause of it. Which is really why that Pokemon really kind of needs to see if it wants to get fixed. It's pretty much just Verlisify's fault. Like a lot of it, like dying, 90% of Pokemon dying within 2 weeks. And then the other 10% is pretty much like that, like 500k people, or just being like extremely positive people on the community. And so, I guess this is really it. I just want to talk about the state of the Pokemon community, specifically Verlisify, what he's causing, and why I think it's actually doing really well right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I mean, really, if you think about this video, I feel like there's really no point to it. It kind of was like kind of dull. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And if so, hit the like button down below and subscribe channel. And if you got a capture card on a 3DS that you're not using, and just send it over to me. Just DM me on Twitter or Discord. And then I'll be like, yo, here's my address, bro. Yo, just send it, and etc. etc. And then I get all this stuff, and then I can actually stream Pokemon, which is pretty much what I want to do because I quite enjoy it. Quite enjoy just playing it by myself or with other streamers, and I like to talk, so it gets kind of boring just playing Pokemon while just by myself, and it's boring. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and if so, hit the like button down below. And if you're a Verlisify fan and 5-year-old, I don't mind if you hit the dislike button, because, you know, whatever. But if you do dislike the video and you're not a 5-year-old or a Verlisify fan, just explain why. Maybe I just rambled on too much with a bunch of different things, and it is kind of exhausting. Or maybe you just didn't like the video quality of itself. I mean, the mic quality I know for fact is going to be amazing, but I am kind of like having problems with the whole video quality. Obviously, I don't have a capture card, and I've got like $350 computer cracked from like I don't know how many years ago, 4 years ago. So it's not a computer, it's a laptop, so it's not really the greatest thing ever. But I hope you guys enjoyed again, and subscribe to the channel. If you want more Pokemon content, comment down below. That's a big thing. Just comment like, yo Daniel, I love your video, yo keep it up, bro, and I will be like okay dude, I'll do it. Because I'm pretty much just in that point of my channel where I'm just discovering everything. I'm just kind of like testing different things out. So like at first I started off with BTD, then Clash Royale. Then I had like, I've been having pretty much random videos recently. Like the past like month and a half, or pretty much just me just doing different things. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and if so, again, hit the like button down below. And I will see you all next time. Peace out.